Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. This is my first impressions of Battlefield 2042 Season 6, and I just got done streaming it for the very first time, so these are like real fresh thoughts you're hearing directly after I just played it. So if you enjoy the content, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to make other videos going far more in depth into specific topics such as the recoil bug, which I'm sure a lot of people have questions of. And I'm going to comment on that briefly, but I'm going to make a full video dedicated to testing that and my full thoughts on the subject. For my first thoughts I'll go over, I'm going to talk about the map. The map genuinely made me want to rip my fucking hair out. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I think on Conquest, it plays roughly 30 million times better than on Breakthrough. If you're going to play Breakthrough on the new map, I would go into it expecting to actually get angry. It's that bad. I actually think it's the worst Breakthrough layout I've ever played. And am I surprised at that? No, absolutely not. I actually fully expected that because I do not think close quarter maps play well in Battlefield 2042. There's simply too much cheese going on. Dozer 12M, Irish APS, Irish shields blocking everything, airburst, grenade spam, Sundance grenades, pike wall hacks, you name it, it's in the game, and I just don't think it's conducive to fun gameplay. So if you're planning on playing the new map, I would absolutely 100% recommend not playing Breakthrough at all. Don't even give it a try. Just play Conquest. It's infinitely better. In terms of Conquest, some of the areas are incredibly complex. If you're worried about choke point fights that never end, I genuinely don't think that's going to happen on this map because of the sheer amount of routes that DICE gave you to avoid those sort of lockers and metro stalemate choke point explosive fights. But that comes as sort of a double-edged sword. With the amount of routes they gave you, I found it incredibly difficult, even with my sort of quote-unquote heightened level of battlefield awareness just from playing so much. I found it almost impossible to gauge where people were coming from. I found it almost impossible to be aware of everything all at once like I typically try to be. And keep in mind, these are first impressions. I might make like an updated impressions video. My impressions might change over time, as do opinions, obviously. But as of right now, I think maybe there are a little too many routes, and I can't even believe I'm saying that, but there might be a little too many routes, particularly in exit and entrance areas in the dome points, so the center 2 points with sort of the forest areas. Very difficult to be aware in those points. You can die from thousands of different angles. I'm going to shift gears and talk about the actual changes that happened in Season 6 now. As we all know, Season 6 patch notes were humongous. I mean, my patch note video for Season 6 was, I think, 22 minutes long. So if you didn't watch it, that just gives you an idea of how much stuff I had to go over, and I was speaking quite quickly, and I skipped over a lot of miscellaneous changes. Now, with that being said, I have to admit, the game is pretty much the same, even though there were some pretty big changes. Like, I do not notice anything significant that kind of surprises me and goes, oh, well, you know, that's different. Oh, I noticed that's different, or that's better, or, you know, it's just, I didn't notice the game changed at all, to be honest with you. And that's very surprising considering the sheer amount of changes that happened. Now, of course, I noticed the little things here and there. Like, I play McKay, so I noticed the McKay grapple hook nerf a little bit. But honestly, that wasn't even as bad as I thought it would be. And then I heard some people say that the tanks feel a little better. And I did play Breakthrough on one map, and the tanks did feel a little better. But past that, changes like the PP Bison ADS accuracy nerf, I didn't notice that whatsoever. It felt the exact same. And if I'm being completely honest with you, comment down below if you experienced the same thing. The game for me today was really laggy. Like, very desyncy. I was dying around corners a ton, particularly when I was fighting crossplay console players. There's some sort of weird netcode thing that happens between a PC player fighting a console player and a console player fighting a PC player. I find the desync to be worse in those particular gunfights, and I was dying around corners, especially on the new map today, a ton. Now, moving on to my thoughts about the recoil bug very briefly here. I'm going to make a full dedicated video to this subject, so if you want to see that, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm one of the few people that put out a video about the recoil bug, and I actually was one of the few people that informed the developers of it in the first place, so I kind of know how to test it and feel for it. And when I tested it today, I tested it the exact same way that I did before, and it is either fixed and the sight being decoupled from the screen center is now completely visual, or it's not 100% fixed, but it's slightly better, if that makes sense. And like I said, I will try to display this in my full dedicated video towards the subject, but I tested the recoil bug. That was the very first thing that I did when I turned on my stream today, and I'm kind of on the fence, so before I make the new video about it, I'm going to test it a lot more to get my sort of final concrete thoughts. Moving on to some of the new weapons, I actually saw somebody that bought the entire battle pass. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, someone actually spent, what is it, like $100 to do that? What? But that's beside the point. The point is, he had all the new guns, and he killed me with the new DMR, and let's just say that that thing is completely fucking broken. I don't have it unlocked yet, but when I do have it unlocked, oh boy, watch out, ladies and gentlemen, because that thing is incredibly strong. And I will also say the same thing for the AR. I don't really think the AR is overpowered. I think it is very, very good, though. I think it's going to be very accurate. I noticed people beaming me from incredible distances, even on the new map. Like, I got beamed from a long hallway away, and every single shot hit. So the new AR is definitely very good, and I did not die to the sidearm just yet. Now, as far as the Battle Pass is concerned for Season 6, I'm not really a huge Battle Pass sorted guy, so I don't really care, but I am seeing multiple complaints from people all over the place that they're saying the Battle Pass for Season 6 is actually incredibly disappointing. So you have to comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are about the Battle Pass. Now, as far as my overall initial first impressions, I'm not blown away. I'm really not. I have to say that I did think that all of those patch note changes would amount to something slightly more tangible, but as always, I think, sometimes people get psyched up with the amount of changes, sometimes people get psyched up with just what is coming, and they don't realize that, oh, the game's still Battlefield 2042. Now, I already knew that was going to happen, but even I thought the patch notes would amount to more than what I actually felt today in game. I think the map as it stands right now, for me, is like a 6.5 to maybe 7 out of 10. I think Breakthrough is nigh unplayable. Conquest is definitely significantly better. I'll give Conquest on Redacted a 7, maybe a 7.5. And overall, I'll give the amount of content a 2, because we got 3 new guns in one map. Like, whoopty-fucking-do, right? Like, wow. So maybe as I play Season 6, play the new map more, get the new guns, unlock the new things, maybe my opinion of it will change. But as of right now, not exactly blown away. I'm not disappointed. I'm not blown away, though. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I saw some people on Reddit calling the map a 10 out of 10. So I'm not sure what kind of drugs they're on, but they should share.